More hard times for the vice president. A new poll finds that Kamala Harris's popularity is falling even further.
Yeah, take a look at this. The findings showing 57% of voters have an unfavorable view of the VP. Joining us now, Fox Nation host Tomi Lahren. Tomi, why does she seem to be doing absolutely nothing to try and turn that number around?
Well, that's exactly the point I was going to bring up to you both. It's one thing to have unfavorability ratings and low popularity ratings, and it's another thing to sit back and watch your poll numbers fall and also watch our country fall right along with it and not step up and do anything. She doesn't seem to care that she's not getting anything done. Now, if this were just a message of we don't like Kamala, we don't like her personality, maybe we don't like her tweets, that would be one thing. But when it comes to her duties to this nation, especially at our southern border, she was named the border czar. She hasn't even made an attempt to make any correction, to do anything. You know, I would give Vice President Kamala Harris some credit if she looked at her poll numbers, she looked at the state of our country, and she said, I'm going to start getting to work on maybe one of the items I was tasked with. I'm going to put my boots on. I'm going to go down to that southern border. I'm going to spend some time, some real time, not a photo op, but real time and energy with our Border Patrol agents, our ICE agents, and I'm going to get to the actual root cause of this problem. I would give Kamala some credit, even if she failed, but she doesn't even want to make a step in that direction. She wants to sit back, collect a paycheck, and work on a future presidential career. She doesn't care about this country, and she doesn't even seem to care that she's doing nothing for the American people.
Tomi, California Governor Gavin Newsom has kicked off his book tour. He has a new book out about his experience with dyslexia. But in the meantime, look at these crime statistics in California. San Francisco larceny up almost 17%. Los Angeles robberies up 4%. Beverly Hills robberies up 6%. Newsom is on the record saying that this is a mayoral problem. He's calling on mayors to get the crime crisis intact. What's your reaction to that?
Well, it's actually a Democrat problem. Democrats have a weird affinity for coddling criminals, and they love those felon coddling policies. And that comes from the top down. It comes from our absentee president to the absentee governor of California. But I'll say this, after Governor Newsom survived that recall, he's taken a special affinity to not doing anything, similar to our Vice President Kamala Harris. So it must be ineptitude in that California water. But when we're coming back to that discussion of his book tour, that's taxpayer time that he is on to go promote a book. Now, it might be a noble book. It might be great, and that's wonderful, but your state is your first priority. You need to get to work there. And I'll say this about him passing this off to the mayors. You know, he had no problem issuing edicts and infringements and mandates for his state during COVID, but now he wants to sit back as the state is failing and the culture of lawlessness is taking over and sit back and push that off to mayors. It just goes to show you that he is so smug, he is so arrogant that he's going to flaunt it in everybody's face, and to make it worse, he's going to go on a book tour and promote himself over his state.
You know, to me, Jay Leno had dyslexia, but he didn't promote his book in the middle of his Tonight Show monologue. I mean, this is where you need to be on the ground solving the problems there in your state. And he's off making money, which seems to be why people get into politics. Unfortunately, that's not why they should be. Tomi Lahren, we appreciate your time as always. Thank you very much.
Tomi, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to see you guys.